Recently, Cricut launched this brand new coloring sheet AI feature, which we're going to test out today. And then we're going to take those designs that we create and cut them out with our Cricut. So you could put those designs on pillowcases, t-shirts, or art canvases to make truly unique coloring page projects. If you're just meeting right now, hi, my name is Nisha. Welcome to Little Craft Nest. So we're going to head over to Cricut.com. We will not be going to Design Space to create the coloring pages. This feature is only available on their website. You also do need to have a Cricut Access subscription. So once you go to Cricut.com, make sure you have signed in. Head over to the top left-hand corner of the page. You'll see Design Space, Heat Guide, and then Coloring Pages, and that's what we're clicking on. So here you can import any photo you want and turn that into a coloring page. And you can also add some additional prompts at the bottom. Or you can go up to the top and switch this over to text prompts and just type out what you want Cricut to make. Now, let me show you a few examples of some other projects I have recently created. So if we scroll down here, you can see the recent coloring pages that I have made. So this first one here, if we click on it, I asked the Cricut AI generator to make a box with 10 chicks coming out of it. Now, apparently AI does not know how to count because I got a baker's dozen and not 10. But it's still really, really cute. Now this picture here was inspired by my cute little chickens when I first got them and they were all peeping out of their little box. This picture here, I uploaded a picture of one of my chicks and this is what it created. It was super cute. And then we've got one here with a whole lot more detail. I asked the AI generator to create a girl holding flowers in a field. And then although I didn't ask for it, it did put a castle and a dragon in the background. Now I found this coloring sheet kind of odd because you can see there's two flowers in the middle here that are colored yellow, which I thought was rather strange because I thought this was a coloring sheet that we color in and it colored in two flowers. So I did find that kind of odd. I know this is still in the beta testing mode, so you will encounter a few glitches when creating these coloring pages. And then I asked it to create a competitive swimmer and it created this one. But then I wanted a male competitive swimmer, and so it created this one. Now at the top here, you can see the little access symbol, and it says 15 out of 20 credits used. If you were a Cricut Access subscriber, you get 20 AI credits per month. So this will refresh every month. So I can't create any more than 20 coloring pages. However, if you are also using the image generator directly in Design Space, to create AI images, those credits will also subtract from your monthly credits. So if you're using both, it's not 20 for each, it's 20 altogether. So let's try and make a coloring sheet together. Let's start off with using the text feature. Let's type out 2 kids playing hide and seek. And then we can choose what style we wanted. The page down here with all the detail, that was the adventure style. So if you want a more detailed coloring sheet, you would select that one. The rest are a little more simple. I like the comic book style. That was this chicken down here. This one here was the classic. And these two here were the magazine cartoon option. So you can play around with what style you like best, but keep in mind, every time you generate a new image, you will lose one of your credits. For this one, let's try the anime and then click on generate for 1 credit. Now it usually takes about a minute or 2 for your image to be generated. And here's our picture. That is really cute. I like this one. So once you have your picture, you can click on download. You can download it as a PNG or a PDF directly to your computer, or you can click on print. And this will pull up your print box for your printer and you can just go ahead and print out this sheet. I'm gonna click on cancel and let's make one more. So we're gonna click on create new and you can see at the top, I used one more of my credits here. And this time I'm gonna drag and drop that same chick picture that I used earlier. This is one of my cute little chicks. And let's add an additional prompt here. I'm gonna write chick dressed as a princess. And this time I'm gonna select cute and generate for 1 credit. And there's my little chick dressed as a princess. Not totally what I was expecting, but still cute. We're gonna go with it. So now I'm gonna click on download and I am going to download this as a PNG, and this will save directly to my downloads folder on my computer. So now the question becomes, how do we upload this to Design Space to be able to cut this out with vinyl? We're gonna do that. And the process is a little different than you may expect because I did encounter some problems, but I am gonna show you the solution. So let's open up Design Space and start a new project, select blank canvas and start designing. And I'm gonna show you how to upload this design the traditional way and show you why it may not be the best way. So we're gonna click on upload image, and then I'm gonna drag and drop that image that we just created. Here it is, and then click on continue. Now you'll notice we still have the white background here. It's not all checkered out. So that means if we were to apply this, if we click preview single layer, it would just be a square, and that's definitely not what you want. So we want to remove the background. So you can click on remove background. Now, if we zoom in here, you can see it removes a good portion of the background, but not all of it. So if we click on preview single layer, you can see all the places it did not cut out our design, which is kind of a pain. So you can remove some of that manually by clicking on the magic wand and then selecting all those pieces that it did not remove. So this process might take you a bit of time because you need to click in between each one of these little beads on the chicken's neck. So then when you go to preview, you can see there's even some other like little glitchy places. So you're not getting the cleanest image. And if I were to click on apply and continue, and you want this to be a flat graphic and then continue and upload. Now it looks okay here, but if we were to change the background color of our canvas here, you can see all the white area. It's really blotchy over here. It didn't do a great job of cleaning up the image. You can manually get most of it, but it's still not going to be crisp. So I'm going to show you another way to upload this design in Cricut Design Space that gives you a better result. So let's go back to upload image. We're going to drop that same image into Design Space and click continue. This time we're not even going to remove the background. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to click on apply and continue. And instead of choosing the flat graphic, we're going to select multiple layers and then click continue. So on the left-hand side, we're going to leave it at clip art. We're going to leave it at stacked. And we have 2 layers. That's exactly what we want. And the colors we have selected are black and white. So that's automatic. We don't need to change anything here. So all you have to do is click on continue, and then you can upload this image. All right, so here is our new image. But remember, we have 2 layers for this design. So now if we go over to the layers panel and click on that little arrow beside this image, you can see the 2 layers. We've got our black layer and our white layer. And all you're going to do is click on that white layer and then click on delete on your keyboard. And then we have a nice clear design. So we can delete this original image that didn't work out so well. And you can go ahead and cut this image out. So now that we have our image, you can size it to whatever size you want. I'm going to put my design on this canvas here, which is 8 by 12. So I'm going to make it a little smaller than that. If you wanted to, you could create a template by going over to shapes, selecting the square, and at the top here, we can size our square. We're gonna unlock the proportions here and do 8 by 10. I think you said 8 by 12 earlier, but it is 8 by 10. And we can make this white. Let's get our image over here. We can bring it to the top by grabbing that layer and pulling it above our square, and then just grab your coloring sheet and resize it. Now with this canvas, I do have wood underneath the canvas, so I don't really want my design touching that wood. So I'm gonna leave a bit of a border here, and then you could even add some text on top. So why don't we do that? I'll insert some text. Let's type out Princess Chick, and let's find a fun font. So here is a coloring font here. That's cute. This one is called BFC Bubble Bath. And that's perfect for the coloring page. And then we can select everything, go up to align and center that horizontally. And we can hide our white template because we don't need that anymore. So just clicking on the eye beside the square in the layers panel. And then I'm going to select both my text and the image and go below the layers panel and click attach so that this cuts out all together. And now we can go ahead and get this cut out with our Cricut. So I'm gonna click on make. You can save this if you want to. And I'm gonna cut this out of heat transfer vinyl. So I am going to mirror this image, then click on continue. And I'm gonna select everyday iron on, and then we'll cut off a piece of heat transfer vinyl, just slightly larger than our design. Then you can grab a Cricut mat and place your vinyl shiny side facing down on the mat. And if your mat's not that sticky anymore, grab a brayer and just go over top, and that will help push down your material. And then we'll slide this into the Cricut and get it cut out. And once your design is cut out, you can weed out all the negative pieces of your design. And if you're not sure where to weed, you can always look back on Design Space to see which pieces need to be removed. You can use any weeding tool you'd like. I prefer to use the weeding pin pen. I find it so easy to use. It's just basically a pen with a needle at the end of it. Once you finish weeding out your design, you can grab a canvas. This one has a wood frame around it. And then I've got my Easy Press Mini here set to medium heat. Now, because this is hollow and it's going to be hard to press on top of here, I'm just going to grab some material here and kind of place it inside. These are just some blank pillowcases I had in my craft closet. And I'm going to flip this over, and now I have a bit more of a solid surface to press on. Then take your coloring page design, lay it on top of the canvas. I'm going to grab a Teflon sheet as well and lay that on top. Then we're just going to press this on, applying about a medium amount of pressure. Just do little circles all around the design. We're going to do this for about 20 seconds in each little area, and make sure you get all the little edges and corners as well. And when you think your design has been fully pressed down, you can slowly peel back that transfer sheet. And if you find pieces are lifting up, like that little corner I missed, just lay it back down, put your parchment sheet or Teflon sheet back over top, and then just go over those areas that you may have missed. And I just totally peeled off my last letter here, so I'm just going to take that off and recut out a K to put over there. There it is. We're just going to place that on top, line it up here. Make sure I got some of this material right under that spot. Grab some parchment paper and we're going to press this K down. Okay, let's see how we did. So much better. Now the canvas is ready to color or paint. These coloring canvases would be a fun birthday party craft, or you could put these coloring page designs on a t-shirt so that kids can wear their coloring creations. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more crafting content, and I hope to see you on more crafting adventures.